Well, our guest for this segment is Rita Scott, who partners with TSET, but is not actually part of TSET. TSET becomes probably one of the biggest foundations in Oklahoma because it involves utilizing the funds from the tobacco settlement that Oklahoma received and making sure that it benefits the residents of Oklahoma. Rita, good to have you here.
Thank you, Sam. Delighted to be here.
Now, your area is primarily in the partnership in dealing with the gardens, am I correct?
With the gardens and the farmers markets.
Okay, well, let's start first with the farmers market. How in the world would they help, how do they bring it all together with the farmers market through you?
Well, I provide the Tulsa County, which is the area where I live, a local food guide. And the local food guide is a way to connect consumers to where the farmers markets are, where the farms are, and the community gardens, as well as other resources.
So by utilizing what you put out, folks then are able to go directly to these outlets to purchase healthy food.
Yes, they do. And one of the other projects that I participate is called the Food Insecurity Nutrition Incentive Advisory Council.
Explain that for us.
And what that is that we applied for a federal grant for Double Up Food Bucks at the farmers markets for SNAP participants, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program.
So lower income folk have a fighting chance.
Yes, yes. And we practiced the model in 2011 at the Cherry Street Farmers Market in Tulsa. It was such a success, and we went to local foundations to offer this program to the Tulsa community. And then we did $6,000 worth of business with the SNAP. It's good for the farmers. It's great for the community, and it's great for the families that are on SNAP.
Well, I think it's wonderful.
What we were able to do is to do a dollar for dollar match up to $20 for free access to fruits and vegetables. So a person on food stamps could come out to the market and they could purchase up to $20 with their SNAP redemption, and we would match $20 in tokens that they could then go to each one of the vendors to buy fruits and vegetables.
What a wonderful concept.
So it means an additional $160 more per month. And with food insecurity in the state of Oklahoma, 1 in 4 children go to bed hungry. 1 in 6 seniors do. And so even every little bit helps.
Yeah, and those numbers, that's just not right.
It
that is not right. I mean, and so many of these children, these same children, go to school hungry.
They do, they do. So through this program, we applied for a federal grant through the USDA, and we've been running a pilot program now through OKDHS as well, and we're doing it at 8 farmers markets in northeastern Oklahoma. Bartlesville is one of them, Tahlequah, Okmulgee, Muskogee, 2 in Tulsa, 1 in Owasso, and then over in the Oklahoma City area, as well as 1 mobile grocery store. And she participates in it. She is able to pull her trailer into the food deserts, and she stops and she is able to do the match as well in her mobile. And so she takes fresh fruits and vegetables that she grows, and she also gleans from other farmers, and has 15 stops in the food deserts of Tulsa. So it's a fabulous program.
You bet it is.
And through this, you know, we're increasing the access. We partnered with OU Physician School of Social Work, and they were our evaluator, and they came out and they evaluated and surveyed the SNAP participants. 83% had increased their access of consumption of fruits and vegetables through the program.
A healthy person.
Yes.
You know, I'll tell you something funny. We're gonna talk just in a minute about community gardens, but before we do, a little known fact for a lot of you folk out there. A lot of you will know what I'm talking about. But back when World War II broke out, actually started in what, 39 when the Nazis invaded Poland, and then in 1941 when the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor and the American war machine is cranking up, over a period of time, all of a sudden they discovered, you know what, we got to feed these troops. So they encouraged the American public to plant victory gardens, to do more with less at home so that they could do more in the fighting process. Well, something very peculiar happened. When they had people cut out more red meats and cut out fats from their diet and eat more out of their gardens, all of a sudden the population got to be healthier. And there was less and less and less obesity and more muscle, and the men and the women and the children were all in much better shape, and we were sending our food supplies that we had an abundance of off to support the troops. So it was one of those very interesting things they didn't discover until the end of the war. Now, tell us a little bit about community gardens here.
Their community gardens are really taking off. In Okmulgee, they have a community garden, and it is bringing together all incomes that can share in their gardening expertise, as well as they donate oftentimes to food banks or to even the participants that are utilizing the garden. So in Tulsa, we are actually seeing an increase of community gardens all across the town, but we're also seeing them in the rural communities too. They are really taking off. TSET they cover over 62 counties out of 77.
No kidding.
Yes, they have a healthy living program, and they target businesses, schools, communities, to be able to encourage consumption of fresh fruits and vegetables, do community gardens, do trails. They have grants on their website. They have certified healthy school programs too, where schools can apply for grants to be able to do school gardens. And so the children are learning how to grow vegetables, see what they look like. They're starting to learn how to prepare them. Some of the rural communities are actually even doing community classes, but they're also doing farm to school as well, and that's another one of the...
You know, as you talk, I'm sitting here thinking, I can see as this thing grows, I can see county extension services becoming more actively involved, teaching people how to can and preserve and make things last into the colder winter months when there is nothing growing. I can see a whole chain of events here that could eventually make a serious dent in the hunger problem.
Absolutely. The schools, the TSET brought in a Chef Ann from Boulder, Colorado, and she was showing cafeteria staff. Schools have become heat and serve, in that they have gotten away from, you know, prepping and offering salad bars. And so Chef Ann was brought in, TSET brought her in, and she shared with the cafeteria workers some just simple ways to be able to create a healthy salad bar. And she is very much in support of purchasing from local farmers to bring that into the salad bar and into the schools.
Which completes the cycle.
Yes, it does.
That's wonderful. Rita, thank you. Thanks for coming in. And do you ever travel with any of the folk that go out and visit the various community gardens? Have you had a chance to see them firsthand?
Yes, I have participated to Nowata, but I need to get down to the Okmulgee community garden too.
Well, here's hoping you do.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, thank you for coming in, kid.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate all you do.
All righty.
Well, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking with the folks from the Red Cross right after this.